So let's first start with, your background, a little bit about how you came up with the idea for Nook, where this all originated and, where you see this going.
Yeah. So I've been building apps products for over 10 years. So I've done a few startups, eventually landed at Facebook, now Meta, and then joined Uber working on self-driving trucking technologies. And really that was about how do we get truckers and people in the freight industry to more easily adopt technology and spend less time actually on their phone using these apps and these platforms. So I've always been about simplification, and that was true when I joined Coinbase as well. The main focus for me at Coinbase was how do we bring not just trading, but these other ways to earn and save to customers. And that's when me and my co-founder Sohail discovered this new type of earning called DeFi earning that we've talked about, in which you can earn 2, 3, 4 times your bank account savings rate. And that's really where it kind of took hold of, oh man, this is powerful, it's reliable, and it's new, but this could really be something. And so I think we're starting to see crypto, stablecoins, different financial technologies take off and take place, but it's still relatively undiscovered. I don't know about you, but most of my friends, most of my family, they've never heard of this, right? So the real mission is to how do we help you earn more, starting with this technology, and eventually just branching out into any way to help you earn more. Because I think what I've noticed is the way that some people earn who are kind of in the know earn differently and they earn more. So I wouldn't say it's the rich get richer, but some people have access to certain tools, certain friends, certain connections like money managers, wealth managers, etc. And some don't. And I want to close that gap, right? I don't want to have us in a world where some people have access to these tools and some people just don't. And so really what my career and focus has been is on access and making sure everyone has an equal playing field. So that's the impetus for Nook, and I think we can take that extremely far to close that gap and bring it to everyone.
Would you say that's your ultimate end vision with Nook?
I think that's the first leg. I think you got to think about your journey in terms of chapters, but the first chapter is really this first app that we've built and eventually opening up to all the earning opportunities. But eventually with Nook, I want you to understand not just how you can make more money, but also how you're spending it, how you're optimizing it, and give you the complete picture, because there are so many apps out there that do so many different things, but no one's really giving, from my perspective, the complete picture on my cash. And I think that's a huge opportunity to say, hey, this is how much cash you have, this is how much you could earn, and here are the different opportunities. I think every company or product right now is so focused on, hey, this is what we do and this is how we make money, so this is what we want you to do, right? We want you to buy this stock, we want you to trade this asset. Right. And that's not necessarily the right thing for you. And so I want to be able to log into Nook one day and understand what is right for me and my money, not just get the very explicit opinion of what I should buy from a company.
Right. Now, that being said, where do you personally see Nook, 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I see us with a level of trust and understanding where most people understand it and trust it. And that's the biggest hurdle for us. And I think for everyone to earn more is the trust part. Mm-hmm. So I think there's going to be some big numbers in terms of billions of dollars in assets, millions of customers, billions of dollars in transactions, et cetera. But the ultimate goal I want to see for us in 5 and then down the road 10 years is people understand these technologies, they're not afraid of them, and they're utilizing them. And there's that level of trust there. Not a blind trust like you have with a JP Morgan or Bank of America, et cetera, right, but a verifiable trust of, I understand Nook, I understand where my funds are, I understand where they are not. And it's just common for people to have that level of understanding, because right, I think big banks, financial institutions today do a very good job of creating that trust, but they don't really tell you what's happening. Right. And so I want to remove that layer and treat everyone like adults, so they really understand where their money is and where their funds are.
Of course. So on the topic of trust, right?
Yeah.